Skeeter! Welcome to our live class, and it's free. So it is my what do you call this? Margarita. So how you ladies been doing? Hello Julie, hello Rachana, hello Skeeter, and everyone. I am on both Facebook and YouTube. So when you see this broadcast, please like it, love it, react to it. You know, you can laugh at it, and you can say hi, and you can forward it, please. So there are more people coming in, and maybe they need questions, their questions to be answered. I'm available for you ladies for probably until dinner time. Today is very foggy, very cloudy. It's a chilly summer day. It was raining a bit last night throughout the morning, and all day was cloudy and foggy. So brought please, I'm sorry. Like it, love it, share it, forward it, comment. Okay, so we can have more people gather, so we can start. This is a free class, so if I can read your question, that is, I hope I can. So you can ask me your questions. But before that, I want to talk about the two big upcoming programs that I'm going to launch or open for a new application or new registrations, and I will post the links to the two programs later. The first one is Midas Touch. Midas Touch is the exploration of your genius zone. So how to get out of your neurosis zone forever and get into your genius zone and become a successful entrepreneur or businesswoman or whatever you're doing. Maybe you are working for a company, right? And you want to approach your job, your career, with a new way of being, new style, then this program is for you, right? It's called Midas Touch, the exploration of your genius zone. So we started this program about like 2 years ago, and so what we're gonna do with this program is you're going to be able to listen to the pre-recordings of 12 classes. I believe it's 12 classes of the programs. And on top of that, you gotta sit with me at least once a month, and we will discuss your situations. I will create classes and subjects pertaining or specific to your situations as a business woman or person, uh, as an entrepreneur. If you're a coach, maybe you don't need to be a relationship coach. Whatever coach you are, and you want to really learn the secrets of my success that allow me to live in this paradise, ladies, right? So this is a good program for you. If you want to talk about this program, you can also PM me later after the class, and you can talk to me like 20 to 30 minutes, and I will explain to you more in detail what you can expect from this program, right? And there are also plans. And another one uh, is the code certification program. The code certification program go all year and beyond. And included in the code certification program is Midas Touch, the one that I just was talking about just a few seconds ago. So that was included in the coach certification program. And what is also included in the program is the ongoing journey inward, ladies. Currently we are on week 12, and we've been covering shadow work the last 4 weeks. So you will be able also to catch up on the program and then sit on the classes live, um, from the day you sign up. Then our next class will be either next week or the week after, right? And it will be a new subject. And I'm not sure yet what the subject is going to be, because the program itself is kind of like going with the flow, because it follows my inner process, it follows my evolution. So whatever transpires in my field of consciousness, whatever I experience in this period of, I guess, a lot of things going on in the world right now, right? And I bet also you currently experiencing a lot of things inside of yourself, because I know I am. So depending on what I am experiencing and what I learn from every experience, that is going to be translated into the next subject. So if you're interested in a deep inner work, ladies, you cannot miss my journey inward. I will post the link later. So if any of you would like to talk about any of these programs, PM me after the class, okay? And I will give you some time, about 30 minutes, to talk about each of the programs and what you can benefit uh, from them. Um, what else? And all the programs have plans. So if you're interested to be my train coach, then you will pick the coach certification program, okay? And if you want to open your own business as a dating or relationship coach, like some of my train coaches who have graduated, you can also do it. But you will also be introduced with it, in my community. You start as an intern, paid internship within my community, growing community with very loyal following, very loyal and engaged following. If you're in the groups, you know how engaged, how busy our groups are, right? So if you're interested in helping other women solving all their relationship love issues, this is a rare opportunity for you to become an exceptional coach like myself. Okay. um, what else I want to talk about? So if you want to talk about feelings, let's do it in this broadcast. Let's talk about feelings. How are you feeling, ladies? How am I feeling? Let's see how I'm feeling. Today I got busy, always trying to get busy, but not trying. I'm always busy, um, no matter what. Even though I must say my feelings these days are pretty flat. Meaning, let's be honest, it is a very difficult time these days, correct? And motivations are generally low. To be honest with you, ladies, the recession, I think, has hit our economy, has hit a lot of businesses, and naturally, we feel a sense of lethargy, sort of low vibrations all around us. That's how I feel anyway. That sort of heaviness hanging in the air, because we kind of like don't know what's going on. When is it gonna end, right? Seems like, come on, man, this is surreal. What is going on here? We don't understand at all what's going on uh, in the world, right? And don't know what's gonna happen. So if you ladies want just to express how you feel, how uncertain you feel, how desperate and helpless and hopeless sometimes you feel, maybe I can help you, just cheer you up. And one way for me to sort of uh, fight the blues is to show up. Even though I don't particularly feel very excited, but I am now, because I see you, at least 19 of you here. Thank you for being here. You cheer me up. So instead of sliding into a state of depression by just following, oh, I'm feeling very depressed, very distressed right now, right? So Sometimes I just want to lie down, so I lie down and I have a nap. But some other time, lying down, having a nap is not gonna help you. So you have to do something different. So I kind of like push myself to be in this hot tub. Um, Originally, I thought, okay, I just want to relax in the hot tub. Okay, and then I start sort of doling up a little bit. I said, well, it's a waste if I don't show up. So that is one way for me to combat the the lethargy, the the feeling of low motivations, the boredom, the the depression. Just to show up with you, ladies, and hopefully, I'll feel better, right? And hopefully, you also will feel better after after seeing me and talking to me. Um, so, in Midas Touch, I talk about Wei Wu Wei. Do you know, ladies, what Wei Wu Wei is? Wei Wu Wei is originally it was a set of teachings or philosophy taught by a very wise older Chinese, maybe older or old, kind of. We always, vision, uh, visualize him as a wise old man, a wise old Chinese man with a long beard like this, and we call him Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu is actually just a generic term for teacher. So I'm also a Lao Tzu. So this old wise old man is called Lao Tzu, right? And he teaches the way of life that is without resistance, the way of life that embodies and includes everything, the way of life that doesn't go against the flow or the current of life, the way of life that is in harmony, in total surrender with the rhythm of life, the way of life that is devoid of burnouts and stresses and depression, the way of life that I am also living day to day. Even though, as I say, as a human being, we have a full range of emotions. We experience the ups and downs like everyone else. Some days are better than others. Uh, right now, we are living in captivity, correct? This is like house imprisonment, continued house imprisonment. Even though we still can travel, right? Certain places, but of course, it's not as easy as it used to be. These days, we have to wear the mask to sit in the plane. We, some places require COVID test. Some places require vaccine passport. I don't know if some European countries have started, but I read that some countries in Europe have already required proof of vaccinations to travel. So it's not like we travel like in the old days, right? It's not the same. So even though we still can go out, go places, the ambience, that happiness is hanging in the air. But with Wei Wu Wei, you will be able to transcend this period of near-death experience, this very uh, depressing time, right? So hopefully, ladies, not only that you can live your life so gloriously without stresses, burnouts, anxiety, depressions, you can also access a dimension in you that will catapult you into the peak of independence in every sense of the word, like financial independence, yeah, geographical independence, emotional independence, spiritual freedom as well. Emotional and spiritual freedom. Yeah, those two are very important, right? So, unless you approach your life, your career, your job, your business from the place of emotional freedom, it's going to be very hard on you. It's going to be a chore. And whatever becomes a chore in your life, ladies, is not going to be the very thing that makes you succeed in life. You might make a lot of money. Let's face it, there are a ton of people who make tons of money, but they're not very happy. You know, they're not very happy because they have money, but they don't have time, right? They have money, but they really cannot spend a lot of it, because to spend money, you need time, right? So if you don't even have the time to spend the money you've earned, what's the point? And you're always exhausted, you're always stressed out, you're always bumping into bottlenecks, hurdles, obstacles, and deadlines. You're just like a hamsters on the wheel, right? Keep spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and you don't know what's the end to this is, and where is the end. Like, what is the point of all this? Now you launch a program, you make hundreds of thousands of dollars, but then what after that? You start over again. So you just like fighting an uphill battle almost, right? You're getting exhausted. It's just makes your life kind of like not enjoyable anymore. When your vocation is not your vacation, life is not enjoyable. I'm telling you, ladies. The only reason I can go on and on forever, like an energizing bunny, is because I love what I do. And I love what I do because not because of the money. The money definitely helps, but I will do it without pay anyway. That's who I am. So, to be successful in life, you have to find something that you will do even without getting paid. Do you know? Can you come up with something now? What will you do? You do it with love, with joy, and with dedication, even though you're not getting paid. Can you tell me, do you have anything at all in your life right now that you will happily do without much thinking about it, because you just love it? And whenever you're doing it, it expands you instead of diminishing you. If you just do something because of money, it will diminish you sooner or later. Okay? The money helps for a little bit until you cannot help that feeling stuck like that hamster on the wheel. Kalita say, yes, I do. I want to know, Kalita, what do you like doing that you don't mind doing and you will enjoy doing it without getting paid? And I want every one of you to start thinking about it. This is one key to success, hands down. So you don't have to look for, you know, doing this sort of traditional way to success by putting down your goals, listing all your goals for this week, next week, 5 years, 10 years. I never do that sort of thing. I used to do that sort of thing. It didn't get me anywhere. Didn't get me far in life at all. But the minute I just let go, the principle of Waywa is really just like, let go already. And just enjoy life. Surrender, surrender. The minute I just let go of any conceptualization, that is the time that I actually become unstoppable in what I do and become so successful. I would say that maybe I'm not, like making the most money in the business. I'm not always sort of associating success with money. Money is one of them. But what is more important than money is your degree of contentment in life. My degree of contentment of life is 10. From 1 to 10, it's 10. Or 11 maybe. So, if your degree of contentment is like very high, money becomes secondary. And you have to start with money being secondary anyway to make money, to make so much money. And Haley asks, will Midas Touch help me find out? Yes. The first few classes we're going to talk how you can really find things that you like doing, you were born to do, you were already natural at it. Okay, you don't have to look far and away. It's already there. Look at what you have already been doing right now. Okay, some of you say I haven't been doing anything, Kat. I haven't done much in my life, and that too, we can explore that further. All right. So a lot of people think, oh, I have to go to school, get my degree. It's like 3 years or 5 years degree, and put myself into $100,000 of debt just to go to art school. Right? How many of you are in debt because you went to college, to learn art? You pay like $250,000. Come on, what kind of art is that? And if you're so good at art, you don't have to need to go to school anyway. You're already doing it as an artist, right? So, um, so I, I'm not really a believer of traditional schooling. My even though I went to school, I told you, and I still have a nightmare about it because I didn't like it. Because it was so rigid, right? Going to school is basically you are shaping your left brain uh, into sort of being conversant into one subject and subject only. And then later on, when you graduate, you realize this is not something that I want to do for the rest of my life while I'm already in debt for like $250,000. So if you are still right now considering going to school, maybe you can explore if school is really for you through Midas Touch. Okay, so anyone wants to ask question? So let's talk about success a little bit. I talked to you about that. Success doesn't necessarily mean that you make the most money in the business. But of course, money is the easiest way to gauge success, someone's success, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about bottom line. If you have a business, you will know that at the end of the day, it's about bottom line. Okay, and but as I said, if you're not happy at what you're doing, you're always exhausted, you're always stressed, you're not enjoying most days because everything you do feels like a chore to you, then your financial success doesn't really mean much, right? So the real measure of success, as I said, is the feeling of contentment about yourself, about your life, about your business, about everything in your life. That is the very definition of success. Okay, even though you're not necessarily making a lot of money, but you feel very at peace with yourself. You're feeling very at peace with what you do, with your job. You're feeling very at peace with the fact that you contribute so much to society, and you know that your work helps a lot of people, right? So for a lot of people, that is so much more important than just financial success. um, Ideally, you have everything. You have everything. So I can tell that even though I'm not probably the richest in the business, the making the most money, right? Um, I consider myself pretty successful in every way, right? Before the lockdown, for example, I really lived the freedom lifestyle because my job allowed me to be able to work from anywhere in the world. I travel every few months just because I like to see the world. I like to see new places. I travel a few months. I bring my computer, of course, wherever I go. And I work from remote locations all over the world, around the world. I always work. Even when I'm on vacation, I work. But then again, the work feels very inspiring because I am inspired. With the new things that I see, the adventure, it gives me a lot of sort of energy and juice, creative juice to create new content. This is why I become a walking content. So when you are capable of doing that, meaning like be geographically independent. You can travel wherever and whenever, for however long in the world, and make money while you're traveling, right? And create content while you're traveling. Then you are very blessed indeed. And you don't have to worry about the money, because you can make money, actually make more money as you travel as well. So I'm just giving you a glimpse of the reality of my life. It's just too good to be true. Too good to be true. Um, and I feel very blessed. I feel uh, very grateful about uh, for this gift from God, or from the universe, you know, that God allows me to be able to uh, actualize myself in this lifetime, to become self-actualized, right? What is self-actualization? When you can fully express your humanity, you are self-actualized, ladies. I feel myself as someone who is not scared of being authentic, to live in her authenticity. So to be myself moment to moment, not to march to someone else's drum, not to keep up with the Jonases, not to be like certain people, not to want to be somebody that I am not, or I consider that I am not yet. I am who I am, and I am happy being who I am. So I can fully express myself. I can fully express my humanity without fear and trepidation of people's judgment, for example, of what people think about you. Will people judge me? Absolutely. They're always judging me anyway. So who cares? I'm being judged all the time. I don't care. Especially these days, because I am against the mainstream stance of either being so far leftist, or being so quiet and complicit of what's happening in the world. I'm not like that. I'm a person of authenticity. I'll speak up. I'll speak my mind. That's what makes me interesting. Isn't it true? Isn't it why you like watching me? Because I'm interesting. I'm not boring and full of pretensions. Right? I'm not saying that I cannot be fake. I'm fake too sometimes. I dolled up. That means like I embrace the fake side of me. Right? Some people say, I like it better, Kat, when you don't put makeup on. I understand. But, I want to embrace my fakeness. I want to be fake too. I don't want to look like I just got out of bed. Out of respect to my audience. Don't you want to see me like a little bit radiant, sort of like a woman? Like women love makeups. Let's face it. So I'm embracing every side of my womanness, every side of my humanity, because that is what self-actualization is. And what is even better, when you can have both self-actualization and self-realization. So what is self-realization, ladies? When you can fully express your humanity, you are self-actualized, right? And when you also can fully express, can fully embrace your divinity, then you are self-realized. Because we are actually, spiritual beings living in the physical world, in the material world, in the physical material body. But we are just so much more than just this physical body, right? We have the divine aspect to us as well. So when you can tap into your reservoir of inner wisdom, which is your divinity, or you can call it the higher self as well, the Atman, the higher self. to your divinity, when you can fully embrace it and fully express your divinity, then you are self-realized. When you are both self-actualized and self-realized, you have arrived. You have arrived. You live in paradise. As I do, I live in paradise both literally and figuratively. Okay? But first of all, whatever you want to manifest in the outer world, you have to first embody it from the inside, in your inner world. So let me guide you, working with your inner world through both Midas touch and journey inward, right? Journey inward is so deep, I'm telling you, so deep. Um, so if you wanna see why am I feeling always something is missing in my life, something's bugging me, something makes me scared about life, something makes me always feel restless and insecure, as if like I was waiting for the other foot to drop. That feeling is always like I feel like doomsday is coming, right? So I, I can help you explore where those feelings are rooted from, what caused them, okay? Not that I'm gonna give you the answers, I'm just gonna show you points. I'm going to uh, hold your hands on the path of self-discoveries. So the answer is always already there inside of you. You just need the skills to tap into it. And that is what Journey Inward is going to teach you, okay, and to guide you. And on top of that, Midas Touch will help you further in your exploration of the self-actualization business. If Journey Inward is about both self-actualization and self-realization, Midas Touch focus more on self-actualization. But of course, the philosophy is so profound, it will affect, you know, that side of you uh, that can induce yourself to self-realization as well, of course. So I hope what I say is going to make you curious, right? So you can PM me after this class and say, hey Kat, I want to talk to you about this because I really want to learn. I want to pick your brain because I'm telling you, ladies, nobody else in the business is teaching you what I teach you. Especially no business coaches know how I live my life, how I manage my business, how I run my empire without stresses and burnouts, how to become a CEO of a thriving global empire while being so full in your feminine energy, how to run your business the feminine energy way, okay? So it's not just talk is cheap. A lot of people talk about feminine energy all the time. Oh yeah, feminine energy. I can sell you $6,000 worth of package of feminine energy. Show me your credit card now. And 2 days later, they're gonna chase your tail for your credit card to sign up for their feminine energy program. And then they will blackmail you emotionally saying that, because you have block about money, so you don't want to spend $6,000 on my freaking wonderful feminine energy program, right? So, I mean, no judgment to those who apply that kind of sort of very uh, typical, very common way of running a business, which is basically a lot of hustling, right? If you're good at hustling and then that is something you love doing, by all means. But I'm not really enjoying that kind of sales job, that kind of like hunting people down to try to sell them something and then to try to manipulate them using scripts, right? You read from the scripts. Oh, you have money, blah. Or, if you don't have money now, so say, what you gonna do if your son is sick? What will you sell to afford you to buy medicines for your sick son? I'm serious. Some coaches use that script in their sales calls. What will you do if your son is dying of cancer right now and you need $6,000? What would you sell? I'm telling you, it's the truth. So basically, why don't you just sell your TV, your jewelry, your vacuum cleaner, so you can at least pay $500 down payment right now for my $6,000. 6 weeks of feminine energy program that will make you so feminine and hopefully not manipulative, right? So since I've never really done that, ladies, when I ventured into the business, I said I didn't have any goal like that. I didn't have any goal to be successful, to be well known, to be famous, to be rich, to make tons of money. Nah, none whatsoever. I didn't even call myself an expert. No, the first few years, I wasn't so sure I was an expert, so I wouldn't just claim out of the blue. I was in a way so innocent the way I ran my business. I don't have that kind of sort of whistleness inside of me to want to manipulate people so they spend money on me. It just doesn't feel right to me, right? So, and I didn't go to business school either, like business coaching. These days there's so many business coaches, right? Then they offer you all these formulas. It's easy as ABC to make 7 figures in 2 years. Oh my goodness, ladies. As successful as I am today, I didn't make money the first 2 years. I'm just going to be very honest with you. I made probably a few $100s a year through being an affiliate of other people's products, through coaching. Because yeah, I wasn't well known. Nobody knew who I was, right? So I give like unlimited email coaching for $20 a month. I started that way. And then now I'm very successful. I don't pretend to charge you $2,000 an hour either. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm not interested in gimmicks like that, and in pretense like that. It's just, to me, it's bullshit. So when some business coaches says, I can help you scale your business, is right now you are making only 30,000 a year into 7 figure in 2 years. I'm telling you, that's bullshit. Okay, I did try to scale my business, and I did try to sort of, just out of curiosity, let's see what these coaches say. Oh, you have to delegate, you have to hire, right? You have to just basically have more mouths to feed, to at first I didn't know that, in order for you to scale, you you need to have already the demand first. You cannot create demands. Maybe to an extent you can, but to sort of double your business in a matter of months, most of it is really bollocks. Okay, all these coaches, they don't know what they're talking about, and they're really just like this the schemer, like the Ponzi schemers. Do you know the Ponzi scheme? Right, teaching people how to be rich by selling a book on how to be rich, right? Same thing. So these coaches, they teach you how to be to have like a very successful business, while they themselves really haven't really proven to give birth a successful business. So in fact, a lot of them turned into business coaching because they get so bored or so uninspired by their flop, say, wellness business, right? Because it's not really making them, a source of living as good as they wanted it to be. So they turn into a business coach, teaching people how to uh, create a successful business. So I don't really understand either how these people come up with all these things, but so a lot of them selling you dreams, really, selling you, selling you dreams. You know, even though you make progress in your business, right? Scaling is not always going, for example, what you need or what you want. Okay, what you make, what you make as a gross sale is not necessarily reflective of what you make as a net income. So don't be so, for example, deceived by coaches who claim, oh, you know, I make 10 millions a year. Or some relationship coach who are pretty narcissistic. And I know them because I know their stuff is pretty flimsy. That claim, oh, they make 2 or 3 millions a year. Trust me, don't believe them. Even it's true they make 2 or 3 millions a year, what is the cost? How much do you have to spend to get there to make 3 millions? Okay, a lot of time it's over, like it's the cost is like 80%, 90%. So you probably uh, gross 10 million a year, but your profit could be just 100,000. You know what I'm saying? So you can only imagine the amount of work you put, the amount of money, work, and energy you put to get to that 10 million dollars a year just to make 100,000 profit. Just to give you an idea. So don't get so distracted by all these vanity statistics, stats, vanity stats. This is why I call these coaches vanity coaches, right? Or they just flaunting themselves as very successful. Look, you know, um, I make this much of money. But of course, they don't really tell you the fine prints about like how much money they spend to get that many clients, for example, right? If you use Facebook ads, for example, do you know how expensive Facebook ad is? So, you know, these days with Facebook ads, I think probably 50-50, you're lucky if you get 50-50. Meaning that, you know, you make profit 50% for you, 50% for Facebook out of the sales, pretty much, right? You're lucky if you can get to that point. So I can give you the practical examples of these things because I'm doing it myself. And when I did try to scale, I realized that it's not really what it's cracked up to be. It requires more work, more preparations, and then more mouths to feed, more stresses, just more work, more chores. All of a sudden I didn't really feel free anymore. I said, why would I want to put myself in a position in which I make less and I enjoy my work less too? Maybe I make more, but then I get a headache of being worried about not making enough to pay the salary of the additional person, for example, right? Just more costs. So from someone who is so emotionally, financially, geographically independent to become someone who was kind of bound to the nitty-gritty of running a company with employees. Why do you want to do that? And again, nobody's going to tell the truth about it. Only Kat will tell you the truth. Everything about this business. Because I don't like to lie. I don't like to pretend. It's not in my nature to be like that. Because as I said, I'm a self-actualized person. I'm true to myself moment to moment. I dare to be myself because I like myself. I am my number one fan. I am my best friend. Okay? Until you come to that place that you can proudly say, I am my best friend and I am my number one fan. You probably are not self-actualized yet. People who are self-actualized can proudly say to you, you know, I'm not perfect, you know, I have flaws, you know, but warts and all, I am proud of being me. I like myself. I am my best company. I am my best friend. He will never abandon me. See, that is already you creating a path to self-realization. Because only when you self-actualize first, you can go on to the next stop of self-realization. At least for most people, right? I'm not saying don't take whatever I say as a dogma. It's not a dogma. At least judging from my own path, I went through that step of self-actualization first. And when I get to that self-actualized stage in which I'm just so content with my life without even trying, just so effortless, everything is so effortless because I am just being fully who I am. And then that is the time I can lose the self. You understand? That inner peace, that inner freedom allow me to surrender, to let go of all conceptions about myself. That is when I lose the self. That is the very meaning of self-realize. So no, you no longer identify with the ego mind. You no longer identify with the small self or with the conception of yourself. Let's drink, ladies. Are you drinking with me right now? What are you drinking? Oh, I have my eyes has melted. All right. So, any questions, ladies? By the way, I would like also to announce, right? If you cannot afford my big programs because they are in the thousands of dollars, even though there are plans you can afford, right? So you can only pay a few $100 a month or something. Um, you want something more affordable to work with me? Sign up for the fan subscriptions. I will show up again on Wednesday. And I touch every subject under the sun regarding man, love, relationship, family issues, job, career, just emotional management in general. So if you need something just very affordable, that place you cannot miss not to be in the fan subscription plate. It's only $99 a month, and you can get in and out as you please as well. But stay for at least 3 months so you can bring home a bonus class valued at $107. Okay, so not only you can access the library of classes that I called satsangs. Currently we have 172 classes in the library of the fan subscriptions, ladies. That amounts over 184 hours of streaming. 184 hours. So if you just spend a few hours a day listening to my classes, instead of worrying about things, right, that you cannot control, you know, you come out from this some subscription. Say after 3 months you want to come out, and you probably have managed to listen to all the 185 hours of classes. You will be a different person. You will be so totally born. And the entire time you only pay about $300. $300, and you bring home a class that you can keep forever. That is valued at $107. Okay. So nobody else on the face of the planet Earth offers you this kind of deal. I'm telling you, nobody else. You can search high and low, online or offline, for anybody who can give you insights, like really, really deep insights into human nature for $99 a month. that will help all your problems in life. Okay? I have no problem in life other than the COVID problem. Other than this bullshit problem, I don't have a problem in my life. Okay? So, other than the lockdown situation, that is, yeah, makes me concerned, absolutely, because I'm wondering what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? And I commend our fellow human beings from Europe, ladies and gentlemen from Europe. Thank you for standing up for our freedom. And I'm mind boggled actually. I don't understand why Americans, among all people, are just sitting on our asses waiting for the second coming of Jesus. I don't understand, ladies. Can you explain it to me why? I would be ready to jump into doing march every week, and I will even travel. I've traveled, you know that. I traveled to DC on January 6th just to show support for our movement, to show support for our country, to show support for our freedom and our humanity, which is on the brink of extinction. I'm not kidding when I say this. If you're not awake and aware and act fast, we are sliding into the abyss of extinction as a human race. And I mean it. I mean it. I'm very upset right now. I'm upset because I guess I expect better from people. I expect better from the human race, from humanity. You know, I cannot even make my sister not vaccinate her children. I'm so mad at her. But at the same time, she's not American. You know, she lives in Indonesia. She lives in a totally different realm to where I live, in which I am exposed to all this, what's happening, you know, in this country and in the world. My sister, my family in Indonesia, they're probably just completely sheltered. So I am mad, but also at the same time, I'm just so heartbroken. I'm just so sad. I'm sad that I cannot even teach them, wake them up, make them see that this is not such a good idea. They cannot see what I see, and there is nothing I can do about it. There's nothing, zero, I can do about it. When I brought it up to my father, this is his response. You take care of you, we take care of us. That's what he says. You do you, I do me, which is a very good answer. That is also something that I will say when people are just, you know, interfering with my life. So I didn't argue with him. I mean, I still love the man. My God, you know, it's my father, my hero. But I'm just so sad. He couldn't see, even not a glimpse of what I see so very clearly. And there is nothing I can do about it because these people are asleep. Zombies, completely black, sheltered. Do you know what zombies are? Yeah, that. People who sleepwalk. Yeah, that is my side of family. Not to mention Joey's side of the family is also equally sheltered and asleep, zombies, even though they are Americans. So if Americans still like 50% of them are still that stupid after all this year and a half, what do you expect from people who live in third world countries such as in Asia, in Indonesia, where I come from? Right? Can you be mad at them? No, I'm not really mad at them. I'm just so crushed, so heartbroken. So heartbroken. Yeah? If we cannot even see, if we cannot even make our fellow Americans see what we see, what hope is there for people around the world. who are less developed than us. Not much, not much. So if you just base it on that prognosis, it's pretty grim. It's pretty grim. Looks pretty grim. How many billion people around the world have been vaccinated? And do they know what is in the vaccine? Right? So you can check my wall to see what is inside that jab. And you can use your own judgment if you want to be subjected to that. Okay? So it's your own free will. So you can either do it knowing this, even though you might just dismiss it. Ah, this is just another conspiracy theory. Another conspiracy theory. You know, when I'd rather error on the side of being alive than on the side of being dead. Let's put it that way. Might be just a conspiracy theory, but it's not. But let's, for the sake of argument, this is a conspiracy. Don't you want a chance that you might have this long-term effect out of vaccine that include sterilization and yeah, slow death because your immune system becomes so weak? Think about it, right? I don't have to teach you logic. Most of you are like people of logic. You are very logical. You're very proud that you are very logical. So you know what I'm talking about. But let's not go to that. Now I'm kind of rambling and I didn't even know how that started. So anyone having any question? Do you want to know more about this? Okay. Any question at all, ladies? I cannot see anyone asking a question here. All right. If there is no more question, ladies, thank you so much for being here. Okay. I'll see you again probably sometimes in maybe in a few days. You know what? Because Coach Dacia will be here on Wednesday. So Wednesday night she will arrive on the 29th. Is it 29 Wednesday? So she'll arrive and then she'll stay with me for like 3 days. So we might just jump in the hot tub again and then entertain you with karaoke and a free class between me and Coach Dacia. Would you attend? Yeah. So stay tuned. So come back around. You know, just sign up. I mean, like my fan page, like and follow, and ask to be notified every time my free video is on. So when Coach Dacia and I turn in the hot tub, for you ladies, you will be notified that we are live. Okay, so you can ask questions. You got free coaching from me and Coach Dacia. All right. So thank you for being here once again. I'll see you again in a few days. Bye bye everyone.